If you are among those asking, what should I eat? What you should eat shouldn't be a problem, because you need to understand first the category of foods that you should concentrate on if you are making food choices. And there are 4 categories I want to share with you. The 5th one is even the most important, and I'll be showing you in that particular one what I actually eat in order to get my daily protein, because protein is the building block. And so number 1 thing that you need to consider when making a choice of what you should eat is consider fiber. Fiber should be part of it, because fiber is your God's best friend. Now, every part of the body do have a best friend. Your heart do have a best friend. Your skin do have a best friend. And your gut also have a best friend. And I tell you, the best friend of your gut is fiber. Because fiber helps to control cholesterol, helps to regulate bowel movement, and several other things. So consider fiber, both soluble and insoluble fiber. And you can actually find them in a lot of the food if you concentrate on lots of vegetables and most of the plant-based grains. You won't be lacking when you talk of fiber. The next category is fat, healthy fats. This is the reason why a lot of people are overweight and finding it difficult to lose weight, because they are getting it the wrong way. Trying to lose weight without fat is a mission that is almost impossible. You need to include healthy fats in order to protect the integrity of your cells. Healthy fats in order to help control your blood sugar, control your blood pressure, support your brain health, support your digestive health, support your colon health, so many other things, and much even more than this, healthy fat does for you. And it helps to give you quality energy. If you are low in energy, it may be that you are not taking healthy fats. And so that's the second thing. And you can find them majorly in nuts. Cashew nuts, coconut, peanuts, macadamia nuts, walnut, and even seeds, like sesame seeds. You can find healthy fats in most of these seeds. And so you don't need to worry or start asking, where should I find the healthy fats? You can find them in most of these seeds, and even in any of the seeds that is in your region, because each region is gifted with different foods and seeds. So the one you have in your region may not be the one in the other region. Just set your eyes on the seeds and then on the nuts if you want to get healthy fats and other naturally occurring fats. Number 3, raw foods. By raw foods, I mean uncooked foods. This includes some of the raw vegetables. Carrots are all in the list, because the raw foods are best understood by your body, and they help you to heal. They help your body to absorb, a higher percentage of the nutrients, and they help to fight free radicals. Most of the raw foods. The fruits and the veggies are all in this category. Most of the fruits are in it. And so you need to include the uncooked foods for proper and full absorption of the nutrients to help you manage most of the ailments that trouble us, especially the older adult. You must be very mindful of raw foods, uncooked foods. Grains, that's the 4th one. So don't worry, stick to the end, because I'm coming with the last one, wherein I will show you also some of the foods that I am taking in order to support my protein intake, because protein is quite scarce. And so include grains. That's the 4th one. Most of these grains, so include them in moderation. You can ferment some of the grains, as a matter of fact. And that is also part of it, the foods you should be considering. What should I eat? If you have not had fermented foods for quite some time, consider including it in your diet, because fermented foods help to support your gut health. You can ferment your millet, helping you to heal things like stomach ulcers, helping you to support your digestion, helping you to support your colon health, reducing cases of constipation when you include fermented grains. You can ferment most of the grains anyway. You can ferment the sorghum bicolor, the sorghum jowar, the millet, and most of them you can ferment them, because when you ferment these grains, they are well and better absorbed by the body. And the grains also help you in a lot of ways to give you energy. Most of them are rich in the big group of vitamins, most of the grains, except the vitamin A and vitamin C. And so if you are taking grains, you need to remember to include vitamin C rich foods, because most of the grains do not have significant amount of the vitamin C and the vitamin A also. So you need to take note of that. And then the number fifth one is protein. Protein is the building block. You can't manage any disease effective to have proteins. And I want to show you some of the proteins, the lentils I'm taking. When you come to most of them and the lentil family, most of the plant-based protein, you can find them different species. And there is something so special about this. All of them do not have the same nutrients. They are different. Was actually taking black-eyed cowpea because it's easily digestible. Several years I began to take black-eyed cowpea to help to support my protein intake and to heal diseases like ulcers. But over the years also, I began to test out some other lentils. Like if you look at this picture now, you see the black-eyed cowpea. Then you look at this one, you see the other tiny beans. Then there is another white one here, which is they call it honey beans. But this tinier one, as you see, is the one I'm eating lately. And I tell you why. Most times you may not have laboratory to go test out these things to know what and what is in it. But listening to your body is enough for you. Your body is smart enough. And so after consuming these tinier ones, I noticed that apart from not really rising when cooking, because people like things that rise, when you cook, they say it doesn't rise. Does it rise? That rising most times is inflammatory response. And so when I noticed that it doesn't really rise much, and consuming it, I found out that it's lighter in weight. And these are the foods I'm focusing on. So I decided to also cook this other one they call honey beans. They have names. The other one they call it iron beans, the first one. I don't know the name for the smaller ones, the tinier ones, but you can see it. So I decided to test out this one they call honey beans. I found out that it rises more when you cook it. And then when you even consume it, it's a bit heavier and weightier. Well, it may be that it's nutrient that makes it like, I don't know. But I tell you for now, I'm consuming these tiny ones because I prefer to eat lighter foods. And even when I take it, I feel good inside of me because I listen to my body. Are you listening to your body? Always listen to your body. The laboratory or the scientists, the researchers who may take it to the lab to find what is there may not be there, may not be always there for you. Soya bean powder, a very good soya bean product, is another healthy protein with complete amino acids that I often include in my diet moderately. Mark the words, moderately, because as you get older, you need to reduce the amount of protein. You need to be moderate about your protein, particularly proteins like soya beans that are mildly inflammatory in nature. And so I also include soya beans occasionally because of its nutrients. It's a source of calcium, complete protein, a lot of phytochemicals that supports the heart, our heart health. It's one of the foods I get my protein from time to time. Then occasional boiled egg. You don't have to focus on only one food. Some of you are not making changes to your diet. So you need to focus on these proteins and even more. Fish, fatty fish. I do have fatty fish also. Occasional sardines in the diet. It's a good protein, good source of iron. I mean, heme iron. And all the fatty fish you can find, all the fishes, fermented condiments are some of the protein sources that you need to set your eyes on in order to get sufficient daily protein. Some of the vegetables also, they make the list, contain some of the proteins. It's part of the dietary changes. Yes, I know a lot of us are now taking iron beans. Even before now, many people didn't know much about iron beans, the black-eyed cowpea. But after the awareness came on, a lot of people began to take it. A lot of people began to take it, feeling that it's the best. And they don't want to test out anyone. So I've left that one for some time now, testing out another one. Because you need to continue to make dietary changes and dietary modifications. Listening to your body to know which one is right. Protein is important. Consider protein. Still wondering what to eat? You don't have to. Follow this video to the end. You will see what, you have an idea of what to eat. You don't have, there's no specification of eat this or eat that. I don't do that. But you can make a choice based on this video. Can make a healthy choice of what to eat in order to stay healthy. Remember, exercising is part of it. Remember also water therapy, because without water, there is no transportation of nutrients. There cannot be absorption of nutrients. All the foods you have taken, all the healthy foods, without water, they are going nowhere. And so, remember water therapy. And don't forget to subscribe if you are coming this way for the first time. Thank you for watching.